It's Jeep Tour time. This is awesome.
Amazing.
Fasten your seatbelts and hold on. The last 20 years, I've been all over about every road there is up in these mountains.
This is incredible.
In last week's episode, we took you along on the most physically and mentally challenging hike we've ever done, 12 miles down into the Grand Canyon and back. After a little R&R, it was time to hit the road again.
Where are we going?
Somewhere in Colorado.
Today, we say goodbye to Arizona and head off to the beautiful state of Colorado, where we reunite with some RV friends and explore the Jeep capital of the world, Ouray. If you're new here, we're Howard and Caitlin Newstate, digital nomads and full-time travelers who've been jet-setting and road tripping for 2 years. We recently spent 5 months RVing through central Mexico and headed back to the U.S. to explore more of our home country. Each week, we bring you along with us to experience all the amazing places our little home on wheels takes us.
Good morning. It is 7 a.m. and we are about to hit the road. We are heading to meet our friends, Don and Jason from High Rise to Highway in Colorado. We're so excited to see them. We met them last year in Alaska and had such a great time with them. They're fellow full-time RVers, and we have not seen them since we caravanned back down from Alaska and parted ways in Canada. So we have about a 415-mile drive ahead of us. If you've been following us at all, you know that we do these long travel days sometimes, but it's worth it. I can work from the road, we can switch driving, Howard can work, and we just get it done. But I'm gonna pack the RV up, Howard's walking all the pups, and we're gonna hit the road.
Where are we going?
Somewhere in Colorado. We're really prepared this morning, guys.
We are rocking it 6 hours and 30 minutes, 385 miles. That is unrealistic for an RV. So let's see, probably gonna make it about 7.5 or 8 hours.
Mm-hmm. This drive just keeps getting prettier and prettier, and it's so different from the landscape that we drove through for hours and hours. I think we're at maybe 10,000 feet of elevation, and there's just little pockets of clouds, and it's raining, and it's like 55 degrees out. Oh, it's awesome.
Well, we made it to Ridgway, Colorado, and Scout, what are you doing? I don't know what she's doing sometimes. She's just very excited. Everything is so exciting. It's all so new. Caitlin just yesterday had bought a special loaf of bread that we use for like French toast and stuff like that. We came back from scouting out some possible sites to camp with Dawn and Jason, and this is what we found.
So it had fallen out of the cabinet, and I guess was on the ground, and I'm sure all the dogs ate a little bit of it. An entire brand new loaf.
A whole loaf of bread. The dogs ate a whole loaf of bread. So naturally we were a little bit alarmed, upset, disappointed, many words. Dawn and Jason went to go, there was a farmer's market, and Jason comes walking back over with a whole new loaf of the exact same brand of bread. They bought us bread, y'all.
They're so sweet. We just love them. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
This is one of my specialties. We call this.
Did you scratch make that?
Yeah, you know, I hand rolled these tortellinis. I harvest the mushrooms out back, and so yeah.
High Rise to Highway, they actually tow a complete trailer that has a full garden. It's amazing. First I've ever seen of that. And they should be very proud of
look at that.
Look at that. Yeah.
Fresh off the press.
5-star restaurant.
Yep. The pesto is, that's your grandmother's recipe.
Oh, it smells delicious.
Yeah, that's a secret recipe. We won't go much more into that.
So we slept in the little town of Ridgway last night, and the marshal was nice enough to let us stay overnight. There's a big area that says RV parking. Dawn and Jason had gotten a warning ticket the night before, so we just went and asked, and he was very nice, and he was like, just try to be out by 7 a.m. So that is what we were doing, and we were driving down to the town of Ouray.
So we're in the mountain town of Ouray, Colorado, which is the unofficial Jeep capital of the world.
It's because there's so many awesome 4x4 and off-road vehicle trails here. And to help us better explore that part of this town, we've enlisted the help of Alpine Scenic Jeep Tours.
But first, let's go check out the town. Surrounded by tall mountains and located just 10 miles as the crow flies from Telluride, the mountain town of Ouray is very popular with outdoor enthusiasts from around the world year-round. The Switzerland of America, outdoor adventure capital of Colorado, and ice climbing capital of the world joins all the Jeeps to possibly make Ouray the Superlative Per Capita Capital of the world with all its titles. We picked up some of the homemade donuts and strolled through the lively main street of this town of 1,000 full-time inhabitants before checking out the perimeter trail, which rings Ouray. For fellow dog lovers out there, we discovered once we started the hike that only one half of the trail is approved for dogs. So we doubled back down the steep stairs before heading to Alpine Scenic Jeep Tours to start our adventure. It's Jeep Tour time.
After some quick paperwork and introductions with our driver Sam, we loaded up into our adventure mobile.
I've never felt more secure in my life. I'm in a bucket seat in the back of a Jeep.
We took a quick trip through town, and before we knew it, we were heading up into the mountains that give Ouray such an epic backdrop.
We just keep climbing higher and higher and higher. I know we're going to at least 12,000 feet of elevation. So cool. It's just so incredibly beautiful.
You know that famous Indiana Jones scene where the boulder is chasing him? Well, this is Indiana Jones Gulch, and you can probably figure out why.
There's not one, not two, but three.
3 boulders.
Wow.
Climbers.
And that's right here?
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
You see that building? That's that building right over there.
So we just learned that in addition to the Jeep capital of the world, this is also the ice climbing capital of the world. And it actually started by accident because of a leaking pipe. So they then installed PVC piping with sprinkler heads to recreate the ice wall. And so now people come from all over the world for ice climbing here. Last year they had 40 feet of snow, 40.
Yeah, and it was so high that they plowed in between, and the picture is unbelievable because it's like, it looks like 2 walls with 40 feet of snow, and then you could drive in between them.
And they had to open it up so the miners could get out here because there's still active mining up in this mountain. Absolutely incredible. I can't even imagine 40 feet of snow. It's like drove under a boulder.
What do you think, Caitlin?
That was amazing.
Fasten your seatbelts and hold on.
Oh boy. We're going off-roading now. This is incredible. You daredevil, you.
You can see the road down here.
Oh, that's the road?
Yeah, but we... A little over 11,000 feet.
Wow.
11,000.
Over 11. I've been coming up these mountains for about 20 years. You can get up fairly high and see around pretty good and see some high mountains that are around the area.
We're going over a huge hill right now. Oh my god.
Wow. That was awesome.
On this tour, they'll stop and let you get out and look around, and we're actually walking to some waterfalls right now. And you can stop and take pictures, and the private tour is awesome because it's really customizable and you can kind of take as much time as you want. And Sam has been super awesome about that and pointing things out. He's very knowledgeable because he's lived here for 20 years and has been coming through these mountains for that long. They gave us the option of hiking a little ways up to the base of the falls. So of course we said, heck yeah, with the wildflowers and and everything and the way that the sun is peeking through these tall pine trees. It is so idyllic and just magical right now.
Yeah, we're heading up the Silver Basin now.
Oh, wow. Oh my God.
Oh, there's the mine!
Yeah, it gets back about 40, 50 feet.
Oh gosh.
That
Did you turn on the
Scary.
light?
Not yet.
Turn on the light, Caleb.
Okay, I'm going to. Oh my goodness. Whoa.
far. The ground is probably there.
Sam, don't. He said if we hear anything growl, it's probably a bear. So we are walking right now in one of the old mine shafts. So scary.
Oh, you're fine. You got it. You got this, Caitlin.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
It's water droplets.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
In the beginning too. That's so cool.
Bye, Sam. Oh, yeah. She's in the mine.
Wow. Super cool. It's like so sparkly.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's just water droplets.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Wow.
It's freezing out here.
Yeah, really cool.
Yeah.
Oh man. Here we go. Whoa. This is the road that we just came up. And I feel like the video just does not even do it justice on how steep it is. That was super cool. What did you guys think of your first Jeep tour?
It's great. We haven't made it back yet. So once we get back alive. Yeah, it was awesome though. It's highly recommend it.
5-star review.
There was so much jam-packed into our 4-hour tour. Things like old mining towns,
It's an old miner's cabin.
and old equipment from a time long gone.
These diesel engines used to be used to pull the mine carts down the mountain.
Sam told us history of the area and even took us to see the active mine still in operation today. He was so good about checking with our comfort level and was quick to point out dramatic changes in the landscape that have occurred from avalanches in the winter.
It could be real gold.
It was as much educational as it was adventurous, and before we knew it, our time together was coming to an end.
Wow.
We're back after the most epic afternoon ever. You can absolutely see why it's called Alpine Scenic Tours, because that was amazing.
Yeah, and our thanks to Sam, our driver, who was an incredible guide, safely took us in some ridiculously, what seemed like risky spots, but man, he handled it like a champ.
He did phenomenally. And big thank you to Alpine Scenic Tours. If you guys are ever in this area, this is the company to book a Jeep tour with. They were awesome to work with.
Yeah, hooray for Ouray.
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 Next week, our full-time RV Friends Caravan continues with one of the newest national parks in the U.S., Black Canyon of the Gunnison. Then it's off to explore the gorgeous mountain meadows, lakes, pizza, and donuts of Crested Butte.
Oh my goodness. Well, thanks so much for watching. Make sure that you subscribe and click the bell so you get notifications when we post our weekly videos.
Thanks for watching.